It is week 11 here in the SFL, and tonight we are live from San Antonio, Texas, as the Alamo City Artillery play host the Houston Headhunters. Good evening, everybody. I am Mike Daggs, and with me in the booth is the man who ate way too much gumbo today, Gerald Smith. With us on stats, Ron Haynes, Caleb Givas, Cameron Irvine, our producer. You are watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Gerald? Food coma, but otherwise, how you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm full. I have no food worries, that's for sure.
So listen, we have one of the longtime rivalries here in this league. Over 400 games played between these two teams. This is their 20th matchup together. It's a rivalry that Houston has won the most of so far. 11 wins, 8 losses. Going all the way back to season 6 when it was the Houston Hyenas versus the Dallas Law. Tonight they face off for the 20th time. What do we have to look forward to?
Quarterback protection, turnovers, and the running game will be key for both teams coming into this game. Both teams sit in the bottom third of the league in quarterback sacks allowed through 10 weeks. Both teams might want to keep the ball on the ground as well because both defenses are top 7 in interceptions this season, with Alamo City having 15 interceptions and Houston coming into this week with 12. Look for both teams to utilize their running backs heavily in the game, and whichever squad can get the edge in the run game should come away victorious.
Well, as Matt Wilson would say, there's only one way to find out, and that's on the field. Head down to the field where that ball just went out of the back of the end zone. Alamo City wearing their blue color rush tonight. Greg Soto, I don't know if you saw the camera pan over to Coach Soto on the sideline, but boy, does he look pretty.
I didn't get a chance to get my binoculars sent down there to just kind of peek him out, but
oh, you'll see him soon enough. So Dave Burr and the Houston Headhunters will get things started for us this evening. Quick pass over the middle's complete for a quick first down as we roll through the Houston starting lineup. The quarterback is Dave Burr. The halfbacks are GP Wells and Josh Slapp. The fullback, Jalen Wells. Wide receivers are Mike St. Green, Goldie Morrison, DR Sim, and Greg Corky. Dan Curtis and Tiberius Bovine are the tight ends. The left tackle and right tackle, respectively, Jabril Culpepper and Barry Simeon. First down and 10 from the Houston 33-yard line.
they got lots in the box already.
Sure do. Burr, well protected, gets that ball out to Mike St. Green, crosses midfield and gets all the way down to the other 33 from their own to the opponent's 33-yard line. A great connection with Mike St. Green.
Yeah, Dave Burr and Mike St. Green made Alamo City pay early right here, right? They put all them men in a box, which was about 9, and they had nothing. All Mike St. Green had to do was kind of get a little bit of a step beyond the linebacker, and he was gone. He's got his team in field goal range just about.
Starting defensive lineup for Alamo City. On the defensive line, Stephen Fellows II, Theodore Rocker, Yogi Barr, Tina Begin, and Robert Thump. The linebackers, Jay Mart, Bogey Barr, and Rob Forker. 4 wide receivers now out to the bottom. Short drop by Burr, dumps it down to the running back, gets a tackle broken, keeps on going inside the 10 all the way down to the 5-yard line. First down and goal for Slapp.
Yeah, Josh Slapp kind of gets out and kind of puts himself right with the wide receivers right on the far edge right there, and just does a little stop route and is able to navigate his way through, break a tackle, and break another, and then keep on going.
First down and goal already on what has been an impressive opening drive for Houston. Jukin Rukin Jr., Jeff Spicoli, Ron Hoff, and Mickey McGuire are the corners. At safety, Rain Rie, Willie Bands, Albert Begin, and Cody Lawrence. First and goal. Burr up top, complete. Gets that one out to the tight end, Dan Curtis. Well defended, second down and goal.
You know, something interesting about this drive, I was, saying that these teams need to keep the ball on the ground. And Houston's like, no, we're going to come in and we're going to throw and get ourselves in a position to score because they're down at the 4 here, and they haven't had a run. It is the first run.
First run of the game goes to Josh Slappin into the end zone for the touchdown. The Headhunters out in front early on in this one.
5 total plays, 4 complete passes on all attempts, and Josh Slapp finishes it up by getting his team in the end zone. This is very, very good way to start the game, coming out on the road on a 8-1 team rather.
Yeah, they sure are.
You know, in Houston, you know, they're sitting 4-4, and they're looking to get themselves in a position to make that playoff push. So this is a very, very good start for them coming into this game.
Coming into the week, the Fort Worth Toros at 8-0, Alamo City Artillery at 8-1. Both sitting up top the South Division. The Houston Headhunters in third place at 4-4. They want to win out if they can to get up to the number 8-win column. Mexico City Aztecs down at the bottom at 2-7. Hashtag sad.
Well, I can't say a whole lot about our squad, and Louisiana lost 2 in a row. We're 5-5, and we're just lucky enough that nobody else is 5-5 in our division except for the division leaders in Florida right now. So we sit second, right? We still got some playoff chance going in there, but I think we got to win out to have a shot.
Ace Fennick leading his offense out onto the field. Get the Alamo City Artillery their first offensive possession of the evening. In their last game, an outing against the Indianapolis Ramblers, Fennick went 13 of 21, 209 yards, had a touchdown through 2 picks. Brad Jones really carried the day, 30 rushing attempts, 145 yards, had a rushing touchdown. And on the first play of scrimmage, he's going to drop back. Nice 7-step drop. Connects with the tight end, Garrison Blue.
Oh.
There he is. There's Mr. Soto.
Talk about somebody looking tight right there. That's Greg Soto looking nice and tight with the. I don't know what you call that. Is that some hexagon,
like
little
honeycomb
squares?
type thing? Yeah, stealing a page out of the Atlanta Swarm playbook.
Yeah. And not only that, I tell you what, I've never seen him wear the same thing twice.
No, he's got quite the wardrobe. 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3 on that pass to Blue. This one deeper over the middle into double coverage, but there is a flag on the play. The refs allegedly see some defensive pass interference.
Yeah, I don't know. Did Brady Clark blow in the guy's face or something as he was passing by?
Sneezed on him. Wow.
Oh,
wow.
That's egregious. I don't know what that was. That was terrible. If it's all terrible.
Wow.
About as terrible it can be.
He must have looked at him wrong.
Oh my God, that's what I said. He's breathed on him.
Wow, that is bad.
Terrible.
It was a big penalty too. They're in Houston territory now. That was rough. Brad Jones running up the middle, breaking tackles inside the 20, 10, 5, Alamo City, touchdown.
And there's Brad Jones after that big penalty. They didn't waste it. 42 yards, break about 3 tackles right up the middle, got the blocks he needed, and just outrun the linebacker toward the end. Great blocking up front. Waited for him to power through a couple of DB attempts in the tackle, and then he just outrun the linebacker to the goal line. Ready to tie it up.
22-yard penalty followed by a 42-yard touchdown run. Alamo City capitalizing on a questionable call, but a nice run by Brad Jones. And the extra point is up and good. Both teams scoring on their opening possession. 2 plays, 66 yards, and a 22-yard penalty. If you are new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just to meet the stars of the SFL both on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved.
It's either Alamo City's got these interesting moving like textures on their sidelines.
Yeah.
Or just my eyes are just terrible.
No, they're holographic. Yeah. It kind of just floats.
Look at it. It's just all flickering and
Oh, yeah. Very distracting.
could give someone quite the episode.
Well, I started to get the shakes a minute ago, but it's just because I was so excited to be here tonight. Slap gets a 2-yard carry, second down and 8.
I think you got the shakes because you're excited about the gumbo that we got in the booth.
I know. You never can have too much gumbo.
Never.
Although, arguably, you've already had too much gumbo.
I have.
I haven't had any
But I
yet.
still haven't had enough.
Well,
If that makes any sense.
Slap gets another carry. Third down and 8. After a short gain of about an inch.
Yeah, and these first couple of plays, it almost seems like Houston is still in somewhat of a shell shock at the 2-play thing with the penalty of 22 yards and then the 42-yard run. But it's 3rd and 8, and they've had more success in the pass so far.
GP Wells still without a carry so far. Nice pass over the middle. Getting that one connected to the legend, the Hall of Famer, D.R. Sim. 17 seasons in the league, 8-time All-Star. Gets a big catch there.
Yeah, the guy who just leads every receiver statistical category, gonna have unattainable, unreachable stats for anybody.
Yeah.
Been in the league so long and playing and continues to play at such a high level. You need a big play. Go to good old reliable Hall of Famer D.R. Sim.
He never ages. He found the fountain of youth.
Yeah, Lazarus Pit or something. Comic book reference.
That went way over my head. Burr checks this one down to Slap. Slap gets knocked down for a loss of 1. GP Wells, last game, 13 carries, 36 yards, so only a 3-yard average. Did have a rushing touchdown. Josh Slap only carried the ball 2 times. He's already carried it more than that in today's game. More of a passing outing as both Mike St. Green and D.R. Sim each had over 100 yards. Sacked on the play, a 3-yard loss. Brought down by numero 45, Bogey Barr gets the sack.
Yeah, and Bogey Barr gets his first sack of the season, coming right off the edge, and it looked like Bird may have thought he had something, kind of held on a little bit too long, wait for something to open up, but it was just too long. As Barr just came right on the edge and kind of brought him down. Third and long.
First career sack for the 4-season vet. Burr on 3rd and 14 throws for first down yardage, but that one is incomplete. Was trying to hit Mike St. Green. Sailed just past his target. Double coverage, and that drive is going to have to end in a punt. You know, their first drive was successful. 5 plays, 80 yards. Looked very methodical. This one actually an extra play. 7 plays, only 18 yards though, and have to punt this one away.
Yeah, it wasn't quite the answer that they wanted right there after Alamo City went down and scored pretty quick on their own.
Yeah. Now we'll see what they can do on this one. Alamo City only had 2 offensive snaps and then were aided by a penalty on, I guess, technically the 3rd offensive snap. But anyway, I digress.
Well, I'm sure the Alamo City fans would be like, "No, man, he would have ran that far because nobody would have caught him anyway had we run that play."
Ace Fennick is the quarterback. Brad Jones and Thick and Juicy is the halfback. Rainstorm, the fullback. That pass over the middle is to Garrison Blue, the tight end. The other tight end, Hank Earl Troll, at wide receiver. Kendra Wells, Kenny Hendricks, Ziggy Ronick, and Yayo Montana. Rainstorm is the fullback. Doing these somewhat out of order right now, Gerald. Jamarcus Candy is one of the tackles. David Parker the other. William Davidson and Charles Michael are the guards. Jukin, Rukin, he's the center. Ball is handed off this time to Jones. He'll gain 4, 2nd down and 6. I'm just going to keep on talking. Let's go through the Houston defense. Alex Perez, Tom Tanner, Denzel Maverick, and KT Slayer are the defensive linemen. Jason Peace, Garrett Evans, and Zed Markoff. They're the linebackers. Mike Bird, Kai Cash, Diedrich Law are your corners. Brady Clark, Vernon Brothers are the free safeties. Al Ingram III and Josh Rowe are the strong safeties. Brad Jones runs for first down yardage, crossing midfield.
Yeah, and you're seeing how dominant this highly paid offensive line can be. Just open up holes and putting a hat on a hat. And, Brad Jones just didn't get touched. He darn near reached the third level of the defense.
57 yards on the day now for Jones. You see he's able to add another 2 onto that total. Second down and 8.
I don't want to say he's looking to kind of just keep going on because they're already in Houston territory right here. And they looked really good. Even though it was, 2 offensive plays, one was a penalty that they had for a total of 3 plays, if you can even include that as being a play.
Technically, they did snap the ball. Jones picks up another one there. Third down and 7. Destroying his average, Gerald. It just went from 15 yards per carry down to 12.2.
Yeah, can't have that. He's slacking.
Well, they took him out. That's one way to solve that problem. Empty backfield now for the artillery. Going over the middle. Oh, nice connection with Yeo Montana, setting him up with a first down and 10 at about the 19-yard line inside the red zone as we hit the 3-minute mark in the opening frame.
Yeah, and it looked like the DBs got a little bit too deep, and Montana just kind of got right up underneath it right there, right? The guy just let him go deep. He just kind of floated right in front of everybody else. And if you're in a position to catch the ball in front of, the ball gets you first before it gets anybody else, you have the best chance to catch it. It's just simple, like, averages there.
Yeah, that's the way the football works.
It's like you're in line.
I hear you, man. First down and 10. They'll mark it at the 20-yard line. Oh, pressure coming, and Fennick goes down, ripped down to the turf by KT Slayer. 6-yard sack.
Yeah, and that one right there was set up by Tom Tanner. If you watch the replay, Tom Tanner almost kind of hurdled his guy getting in there, and it looks like Ace Fennick was more worried about, that guy coming in, and then KT Slayer just ran right up the middle, beat his man as well.
KT Slayer, the only defensive lineman on Houston who did not have a sack yet this season, and tick that one off the to-do list. Slayer, 6-yard sack back to about the 25.5-yard line. Fennick down the left side, connects with Montana into the end zone. Touchdown, Alamo City. What a beautiful pass.
Yeah, and I don't know if Kai Cash just got himself out of position or he just didn't see the ball, but he moved himself just slightly, and maybe he just misplayed it or just didn't see it. And it just allowed, Yayo to kind of get in there and just, he just got himself out of position. And easy pitch and catch for Yayo Montana from Ace Fennick. Now they're up a score.
Second touchdown of the first quarter for Alamo City. Extra point by Matt Fennick coming up. Kicking it towards the giant QR code. Extra point is up and good. For all the league highlights, photo galleries, major and minor league stats and leaderboards, community content, and so much more, check out the league's website at simulationfl.net, presented by Football Shift. Stay up to date and explore our past, present, and future. A stiff breeze heading from left to right, as every kick that direction so far has gone out of the back of the end zone for a touchback here at NordVPN Stadium. San Antonio. Beautiful city.
Does the wind blow that hard in San Antonio?
Wind blows, or so I'm told.
Yeah. I think they ought to give,
I guess so.
Fennick points for that. He kicked it through the uprights.
Burr back on the field at quarterback. Short pass over the middle. Good for a gain of 1. Second down and 9 after Rain Rie gets the tackle. And, yeah, I see you shaking your head. No, He says his last name wrong.
I feel like I said it right. I'm a Cajun guy, and it's
Rain
spelled
Road.
right.
It's Rie. You can't rename people just because you want to.
I mean, we give people nicknames. I think we can do what we want. We got the mics in front of our face.
That's true. It's true. You can call them whatever you want to call them. I don't think that that's nice to do, though. 3rd down and 8. Mart with the tackle. 1 yard gain on the play.
Alamo City just really, really tightened up on defense right on these other drives, and they got Houston look like they're just a little I don't know out of sorts after that first drive.
5 wide for Houston. Burr over the middle. Oh, right back to DR Sim. Why not? 1st down.
Yeah, when you need a big time play, you go to big time players, and that's what Dave Burr did right there. They needed that 3rd down right, or else they were looking at like a 3 and out again. Hit DR Sim.
7 receptions, 115 yards last week for DR Sim.
How many times people are going to have 2 Hall of Famers as pass catchers for their team?
Not very often.
Tiberius Bovine and DR Sim.
4 yard gain up the middle this time for Slap. Still waiting for the first carry for GP Wells. It's been all Slap in this one.
Especially after the game GP Wells had last week.
He had a lot of carries, not a lot of yards. Slap's getting some yards. His best run of the day, all the way down to the Alamo City 33-yard line. Nice gain by Slap.
Yeah, and he just kind of look. They opened up a nice running lane for him right there. Just had to break one tackle by a guy, and then got to the 3rd level. And if he could have put out a stiff arm, he should have been able to get that. And and maybe it's the name that caused that guy to miss that tackle. Otherwise,
I don't think that's how that works. 1 quarter down, 3 to go. Alamo City up by 7. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on YouTube. I'm Mike Dykes. He's Gerald Smith, Ron Haynes, Caleb Giffis. In the stats, Winnebago. Cameron Irvine back at SFL Studios on production.
is it actually a named? Is it the name brand Winnebago?
Yeah.
Or is it just a motor home?
It's a run. No, it's a Winnebago. It's rusty. It's only got 3 wheels. I don't even know how Ron drove it here. Slap. He takes another carry. Good for a gain of 3. It's there's a budget, man. I mean, we spend.
I don't know. Like we spend it on food.
Well, yeah.
We spend all our budget on food.
Oh, the gumbo.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so close.
Cameron Irvine gives us a nice budget, but we spend it all on food.
Well, yeah. I mean, the broadcasters have a jet, but stats. 3-wheeled rusty Winnebago. 3rd down and 4 now. Slap being heavily involved both in the run game and the pass game. 3 receptions, 7 rushing attempts, 10 touches on the ball. That's more than everybody else on the Houston offense combined so far.
Yeah, and it's 3rd and 4 here. I mean, they're coming with somewhat a heavy set. I hope that. Yep.
Burr throws right into the back of his receiver's head. Not able to turn around in time and see the ball coming. It's going to bring that drive to a close. 4th down and 4.
And I'm not even sure who that was on that one right there, but he it's like he didn't even know the ball was coming, and it just hit him right on back of the head. Good thing it didn't bounce off his head and turn into a pick. So, hey, but they got a chance to cut it down, to 4 points and get points.
45-yard field goal is good. 9-play, 51-yard drive. Gets points on the board. Are you liking the game so far? Smash that like button. and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's nobody else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. I'm going to stick to clicking the like button, but I digress.
Why can't you just smash it?
I ain't smashing it. That's too aggressive.
Well, if we had a legit like button.
Oh yeah, boom!
Just smash it. Like remember the old school yes button that they were advertising for a while. I don't even know what that was for.
The that was easy button from Staples.
Maybe it's that the easy button. I don't know why it's a yes button.
I don't know. I had a no button.
I don't know.
That way, anyone asks me a question, just hit the button. No. Anywho, that's totally not important. Look at that one-handed catch, Fennick. Connecting with Montana once again. It's been Yale Montana and Garrison Blue catching passes so far today for Alamo City. 158.3 quarterback rating for Fennick. He has been perfect on the day, 5 for 5. Has a touchdown pass.
And Montana is the favorite receiver on the season for Ace Fennick, right? Coming in with, well over double-digit marks and receptions and over 200 yards more than the next closest receiver.
Brad Jones with a loss of 1. And, talking about running backs with great days in their previous game. 30 attempts, 145 yards, and bottled up there for a loss of 1. He does have 60 yards on the day so far tonight, Gerald, but most of that was the 142-yard rush that he had.
Look out.
Pressure, sacked. Brought down once again. Alex Perez this time getting to Fennick. 3rd down and long.
Yeah, and Fennick is no stranger to getting sacked, right? So, I mean, he's been sacked now. I mean, it's 2 sacks. This is the 18th time he's been sacked on the season. Coming in this week, he was ranked 25th in the league, which is 3rd from last in the league of getting sacked. So it's, I don't think Alamo City's had protection problems. I just think that he's holding on to the ball a long time.
Fennick, he had all day there, and that time it actually worked. Getting it to Kendra Wells, the 7-season vet in her first season with Alamo City, moves the chains for him there.
Yeah, and he just dropped back, and the protection was really, really good, and he just found, Kendra coming across the middle and getting it in Houston territory. I mean, just when you think that Houston has something going right here, he just kind of turns it up, and, they actually move the ball. Houston gets some momentum, and then it seems like just Alamo City just taking it away.
108 yards, 109 yards for Fennick now. After a 27-yard gain on that last pass, Brad Jones moving it forward for 4.
And that's just status quo right there for Brad Jones on the good season they just had so far this season. You get 4 every touch. That's more than the first down. If my math is correct, I think it is.
If the math is mathing. I rely on Ron Haynes for math. That's how I knew it was a 27-yard pass. Otherwise, I can only do the simple math, like 2nd and 6 to 3rd and 3. That was a 3-yard gain. Once I run out of fingers to count on, I have to count on Ron instead.
Well, I think you need to get yourself more fingers.
Or an abacus. I like beads. Sliding them around.
Right.
3rd down and 3 for Alamo City. Brad Jones stuffed. Brought down by Zed Markov. Denied. 4th down and 1.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be easy pickup for Brad Jones, but Markov kind of picks him up and slams him down.
Sure did. Lifted him right up. Now you're not running anymore. 47-yard field goal try coming up for Matt Fennick.
Is he going to kick it in the boom zone?
Oh, he's going right into the boom zone. Yeah, this one's got plenty of distance. He's got the wind at his back right now. That one would have been good from 57, I think. I'd actually like to see that.
What, a 57-yard kick? Yeah, me too.
Maybe a 67-yarder. Let's go.
Let's see how high this lands up on the net.
Wow.
Couldn't even tell.
Denied.
SFL graphic. Darn you.
Cameron, we were looking at something.
Well, maybe not. Maybe it's going the other way. I don't know.
I lost my sense of direction.
I'm confused. Too much gumbo.
Oh, well.
Oh, looks like requires. Yes, that is very true. Mr. Dags has a shoe requirement in the booth.
Yes, strict requirements. Shirts, shoes, they're required. I just,
Hair's optional.
Not on your toes, apparently.
Because I'm in the booth. Well, it's got to grow somewhere. It doesn't grow where it should go. It goes elsewhere.
Slap splits out wide to the left. 4 receiving options up top. DR Sim in at the tight end position. That's an interesting maneuver. That one down to Corky. Greg Corky getting the 4-yard gain. Houston now trailing by 7.
Well, I like the unique look if DR Sim is in a tight end position, because then it kind of puts him on a linebacker, which is a really, really big mismatch. I'll take DR Sim versus a linebacker any day.
Slap spins. Gains 4. 3rd down and 2. Houston had a great opening possession. Gerald, they went 5 plays, 80 yards, punched it in the end zone. They had to punt on their second possession. This next one, they were able to get a field goal, cut into Alamo City's lead, but looking to get back out up top. Able to get the first down on that one.
Yeah, and that was a very hectic run, right? A lot of stuff was going on right there for them to kind of, for Slap to be able to make that run. He had to break so many tackles and get there, and that's only for 2 yards, but credit to him, he was able to fight it off and get himself in there. And now it looks like I see a GP Wells sighting in the backfield right now. Will he get his first carry of the game?
Sure does. GP Wells, he's fresh. Gains 4 on the run. 2nd down and 6 as we approach the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, and if you look at the stats, like Houston on their first drive goes 80 yards, and they haven't even maybe they're starting to approach the 80-yard mark combined on their last 3 drives, including this one.
The pitch down to Slap. Oh, stiff arms the defender and gets pushed forward for the first down, keeping this drive alive.
Jalen Wells paved the way for Josh Slap, and it seemed like he got a little bit jukey in the backfield. If he would have just run right on the back of Jalen Wells, I think he might have been gone, because Jalen Wells was way out in front.
Slap gets another carry right into heavy traffic. Jay Mart wraps him up, brings him down after a gain of only 2. 2nd down and 8.
See, and Alamo City's actually ranked 3rd in the league in rush defense too. So if you're looking at, wondering, hey, look, them guys are trying, they're trying to bottle these guys up and keeping them there, and how you get bring a guy to the ground, you have more of your guys around him whenever he busts through the hole, because they're there. Look at this.
Oh, Slap wrapped right up at the line. Stephen Fellows the second. He ain't playing, Gerald. No gain on that play. He just ran into a wall, 320-pound wall.
Right, and if you are a young player looking to see how you should play D end right there on the run, he played it perfect right there. Held his block, figured out where the running back was going, and just fought him off and swam over him and grabbed him.
Empty backfield now for the Headhunters. Burr has time. Pocket collapsing. Goes to DR Sim and gets the first down at the 29-yard line.
Is that the third and long that
Yep.
DR Sim has come up huge with a catch
It's the only catches he's made is just these big first down completions.
And look, and that's why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You make plays like that, right? You come, being reliable, find a way to get open for your quarterback to help out your team, and it keeps it going. And now they got themselves in a position right here inside the 30 that they could potentially tie it up within a few plays.
3 receivers set. They're going to hand it off. Slap rolling over the defender. 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, Forker had nothing else to do on that run right there, but just to kind of hold on to him and just let the momentum of Josh Slap just kind of roll him over just to bring him to the ground. Otherwise, Forker would have been laid on the ground and Slap would have keep on running.
2 minutes to go. Houston trails by 7 in possession of the football just on the outside of the red zone. Looking to get this one all tied up. Dave Burr under center on 2nd down and 3. Lap.
Wow.
Just shimmying his way through the mess of defenders. Gets the first down.
Well, he actually made a decision on that one. It's like, look, I'm going to find there, and he's actually going to run right behind Jalen Wells on that one, who actually created him along with his fellow offensive lineman created a little bit of sliver for Josh Slap to run through, and he didn't miss it.
14 carries, 68 yards for Slap. Trips up to the top. DR Sim in the tight end position once again. Slap gets the receiving first down this time. First down and goal just inside the 3-yard line, and they're going to let some clock tick away, Gerald. They don't want to give Alamo City the ball.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. The way Alamo City has been able to move the ball today, it seems like they're just not having a whole lot of trouble moving it, right? Even though they got 17 points there. But look, on that last play, the way DR Sim comes off the line at playing that tight end position,
it flies.
I think that's something that Houston is going to look to take advantage of as the game goes on.
Shoots like a rocket. Burr, end zone, touchdown, Houston. What a nice quick pass and a completion to Dan Curtis. Hashtag throw it to the tight end.
What a catch. He just kind of gets in the end zone and is able to just make himself big and jump up and grab it. I think that was a trust thing between Burr and Curtis, where he just jumped it up there. And look, and that is Dave Burr's 100th career touchdown pass. Congratulations to you, young man.
It's also the nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it and Dave Burr with 100 touchdown passes in it. SFL 4K 23. Houston ties it up 17 apiece. Minute 6, all 3 timeouts. Alamo City about to get the ball back. Gerald, they will get the ball back to start the second half as well. An opportunity for them now to try to double dip.
Yeah, dude, and this was a thing to where, like, after Houston's first drive, Alamo City looked like they kind of took over. It was almost like a momentum change. Hey, you had a pass interference call, somewhat of a momentum change. They had a 42-yard touchdown run. And then Houston looked like they kind of started to struggle. But that was a very, very good rebounding drive after being able to stop Alamo City from scoring a touchdown and forcing a field goal. And they went down and got themselves a touchdown themselves to tie it up.
Fennick with a quick pass over the middle. He'll also go to the tight end. Garrison Blue. As he's able to get a nice gain.
Yeah, and they're getting a heavy dose. Ace Fennick likes what he's seeing, the matchups with this tight end and Yayo Montana out there as well. And he hasn't had an incomplete pass yet today.
Perfect. So far, the completion percentage doesn't even fit in the graphic. Dave Burr with his 100th career touchdown catch and or touchdown pass. Oh, look at Blue go down the sideline. Getting it to the tight end, Dan Curtis, who actually got his first career touchdown catch on Burr's 100th. So a milestone for both of those gentlemen. We're going to take a retroactive look at this play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at GoRetroid.com. A timeout was called, Gerald, so they want to see if he actually stepped out of bounds. It looks like he did, so...
I don't know. He had a whole foot. Like, I don't know. How do you miss that?
Well, he definitely stepped out, so they ruled him inbounds, and a timeout was called. So if they overturn this, do they get the timeout? They should get the timeout back.
No.
And the ruling on the field is overturned. I think they do. Because that would have stopped the clock and they wouldn't have had to call a timeout.
Well, I don't know.
Well, the commission agrees with me.
Oh. Well, I guess it's right then. Because if he steps out, then there's,
Yeah, I don't know.
There's.
We'll find out. Apparently the commission's guessing. We also are guessing.
I'm guessing. I don't know. It's the right thing to do.
There's only one way to find out, and that's...
I don't think we're ever going to find out.
No, probably not. Fennec back to pass. Gets that one up top. Montana gets it. He gets knocked out of bounds. Clock stopped with 30 seconds to go. Second down and 3.
And they're playing this perfectly right now, the artillery, because what they're doing is they're just passing toward the sidelines, getting their players in space, and surprisingly, it's still like mostly the same two guys who've been catching it all, because outside of them, there's only been one other person that caught a pass.
Yeah, only
and
Kendra.
That's just one from Kendra.
Second down and 3 inside Houston territory. I want to get a little closer for at least a field goal try. Nearly picked off. Dangerous pass. Tried to get it to Hank Earl Troll.
Dedrick Law almost picked that off. That's his first incompletion of the day. And that was his first bad decision by Ace Fennec, because there was like 4 people around the wide receiver on that one. Wasn't a very good choice. I think got lucky that actually didn't get caught and returned for 6.
Play action. Hits Blue over the middle, and a timeout is called.
The way that play action drew the linebackers up, created so much space for Garrison Blue to be able to make that catch. This is how a 2-minute drive is done.
Only about 20 seconds left in this drive, though. Fennec to throw. This time gets another first down. Kendra Wells, her second catch. 14 seconds and the clock is rolling. Fennec throws again, incomplete pass. Tried to get back-to-back completions to Wells.
So what do you do here, right? It looks like Fennec's there in the huddle just barking orders at people, say, hey, make sure you block your guy so I can kick the ball off.
There you go.
I mean, if you have one timeout left, I think you have another play here, but I mean they're going. I mean, I guess they don't want to chance it and do anything else. But
Coach Soto playing it safe. The field goal is up. Field goal is good. Alamo City 20, Houston 17. And if you're like Gerald on prom night and you also like scoring, this is the game for you, because only one possession so far has not resulted in points, and that was Houston's second of the game when they had to punt after a 7-play, 18-yard drive. Otherwise, we've seen back-to-back touchdown drives, that one punt, another touchdown drive, couple of field goals, another touchdown, another field goal, and that is going to bring us to the half. So a lot of scoring in this one so far, Gerald. Alamo City able to regain the lead right before the half, and they're going to get the ball back to start the second half. So we'll see what they're able to do on the other side of a brief halftime break.
Yeah, and this is what you were talking about too, about them double dipping, right? Trying to get them some points here, and then being able to get the ball back and potentially go down and get some more points as well. But this is, holding just about true as their last meeting that they had earlier in the season in week 4. In week 4, Alamo City only won by 9 points, 28-19. So, this is a classic divisional rivalry game right here. Where both teams are are fighting for position, and Alamo City's got plenty of stuff to play for too, even though they're at 8 wins and almost got a guaranteed playoff spot. But they also are chasing, you know, the undefeated Fort Worth Toros, who actually won yesterday, so or actually earlier today, and Houston, right? And they have their playoff hope sitting in the balance right now too. So a win right here gives them to gets them to 5-4 and gets them pretty much in the driver's seat, to be able to control their own destiny at that point.
Josh Slapp, the halftime player of the game. Last time they met back in week 4, Slapp had 21 carries, 100 yards. GP Wells, 16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown, so plenty of running between the two of them. So far, no interceptions by either quarterback. Dave Burr had 2 in their last outing. Ace Fennick had 2 in their last outing back in week 4. Get the second half started. Sonny J kicks it off. Drops down at the 5-yard line. Jeff Arms, the defender, returns it up to the 27-yard line. Cameron Irvine back at SFL Studios. He's got a game update for us. Gerald, Cameron Irvine, take it away.
Well, Mike, I don't think I've ever seen this before. Queen City's up 14-7. David Anderson on the kickoff return for Baltimore. Anderson is going to fumble the kick return, and it's going to be recovered by the kicker, who gets up. Go! Go, kicker, go! They got a field goal out of it. Queen City leads 17-7. Can you believe it? Back to you in San Antonio.
Yeah. Special teams. I can't do it nearly as well as it was being shouted at the convention. That was my best effort. Oh, Fennick! Nice pass over the middle. Ziggy Ronick gets involved. His first catch of the day. Way to make an entrance, Ziggy.
6'6", 240 coming through right there with a one-handed catch that's out in front of, being able to pull it in while getting hit as well. And they're already like at midfield after just the one play. And here I am was thinking, hey, these guys need to keep the ball on the ground, but a lot of the good stuff that Alamo City's doing is through the air.
Brad Jones.
Oh, no.
Oh, breaks through. One man to beat. He's going to beat him. He's gone. Touchdown. Brad Jones. Alamo City extends their lead.
Brad Jones says, I hear you, Gerald Smith. We're not only doing good stuff in the air. You remember that 42-yard run I had? I'm going to better that and give you a 51-yard touchdown run. And we're going to put our team up 2 scores.
Brad Jones piling on some additional rushing yards. He had a 42-yarder earlier on. He just beat that one. 51-yard touchdown rush, now over 120 yards. Gerald, he's repaired his average back into the double digits. 12 yards per carry on his 117-yard performance. Extra point is up and good. Alamo City capitalizes on their opening possession of the second half. Back to a 2-score game we go.
And this right here, right? They actually got the double dip that they wanted, right? And kicked the field goal, and 2 plays later after they come out of half, here they are. They scored a touchdown and got up 10 points. Now, Houston's going to have to answer here. They're going to have to answer with some sort of a point, whether field goal or a touchdown. They can't let it get away because they've been scratching and clawing so far to get themselves back in it. And I think they have the offense to do it. You need a 3rd and long. DR Sims your guy so far is what they've been doing.
So we'll see if Houston's able to answer now. Dave Burr, 13 of 15, 154 yards and a touchdown in the first half. DR Sim, the leading receiver, 3 receptions for 58 yards. This time connecting it down to Tiberius Bovine. He gets another catch. That one good for a gain of 3.
A gain of 3. It looked like it was a gain of 1. That looks.
Well, when he's 3 yards tall, he just catches it and kind of falls forward. It's like, I
he
gained
didn't even
3.
fall forward. He kind of momentum was going backwards. Like, I don't know what they were looking at.
These are the same refs that called a defensive pass interference earlier on because the guy was just in the general vicinity of the receiver. Who knows what they're looking at?
Yeah, that was I don't know.
Bizarre. St. Green down to the bottom. Burr Throws up top, overthrows his target. 3rd down and 7. Was trying to get back to Bovine. He heard that he was 3 yards tall and thought he might be able to take advantage of that.
Well, I think what stop Bovine from making that happen. Maybe it'd been that a neck board or whatever he's got.
Yeah.
Some people just can't pull it off.
It's like a wing.
Yeah, some people can't pull it off.
It's a ridiculous piece of equipment that should be banished from the game.
Oh, it should not. It's like a superpower for some, but for Bovine, it just doesn't work.
3rd down and 7. Houston at risk of having to punch
pressure.
away. Burr over the middle, into the middle of... Yeah, well, there he is again. Middle of multiple people in coverage, but DR Sim says, Hall of Famer, baby. 1st down again.
Dave Burr sees Stephen Fellows coming off the edge and was like, I think I see DR. He's got it. Let me throw it in the area. And DR pulls it down in traffic. What a great catch.
15 of 18 now.
Holy, look,
for Dave Burr.
there's 8 in the box.
Burr dumps it down to Slap.
Oh!
Slap. Oh, he's got all kinds of room inside the 30.
They put a move on him.
Oh, down to the 14-yard line. What a run by Josh Slap.
Oh, dude, they had 8 guys in the box, and they had the perfect play call. Good call by Dave Burr. Say, hey, we're just going to dump it out to Josh Slap because everybody's on the line. He got great blocking, and then he put a move on Mickey McGuire right there. And credit to Mickey because he was able to rebound and actually grab it and actually save a touchdown right there.
Sure did. Jason Peace in the chat makes a great point. You've heard of like Mr. Third Down, right? People say, oh, that guy's Mr. Third Down. No, this is Dr. Third Down.
Oh, that's patented.
The doctor getting 1st downs all day. Josh Slap. Oh, it was a beautiful run. They go right back down to him. Only gains 2 that time. 69 yards on the ground. 80. I can't even read. 83 through the air. That beautiful run that he had. All counts for Burr's passing yards. He threw it like 2 feet. And then slapped it all the rest of the work. Goes on the first stat line.
It was such an amazing play.
Yeah, here we go again. Now, see if he can do it again. This time he gets bottled up. Looked like the same play. 3rd down and 6.
Well, I think you're going to see Alamo City play a little bit different defense, right? Especially when they come out in that lineup set because there's no way. They're like, yeah, that was not a very good idea. But Houston is in a very good position right here to put some points on the board. So, it's 3rd and 6. Look out for DR Sim from Alamo City right here.
3rd down and 6 from the 10. Burr rolls out to the right, looks over the middle and gets the doctor again. Touchdown, Houston. They cut into Alamo City's lead.
And as Jason P. said, what do? You call in the doctor on 3rd down. You call in Dr. 3rd down. And here it is. You got him coming in. Dave Burr with number touchdown pass 101 to DR Sim to close it, potentially within 3.
Extra point try coming up. And both teams able to capitalize on their opening possessions of the second half. Still only 1 drive without points. And that even includes the drive right before the half. 7 plays, 79 yards. And we got a 3-point ball game. All kinds of points.
Yeah, look, and that was a great answer right after Alamo City goes down and scores in 2 plays. And Houston answers, goes down and gets, huge plays. And they got and they're able to keep themselves in the game.
Kick return taken back up to the 25-yard line. Ace Fennick back out on the field. Had a darn near perfect first half, Gerald. Only 2 incompletions so far now. 12 of 14, 192 yards. Quarterback rating still near perfect, 142.6. Burr on the other side of the field at 144.4. Both of these QBs very efficient, very clean. Both of them with an 85.7% completion percentage. Brad Jones trying to add on to his day.
That'll hurt the average.
Yeah.
Just
a run for nothing.
Right.
There goes 2 yards per carry.
Just a little bit, right? Look, and maybe Houston's defense now, right? They're gonna come out a little bit inspired, right? Because they see the offense has actually got their back, right, and able to keep them in the game, and and get them back out there to be able to produce some stops so they can get their offense the ball back.
Offset eye in the backfield now. Jones, looked like he was firing out of a rocket that time. Gained 5 as he was pushed forward on the tackle. 3rd down and 5 coming up.
This is going to be a very, very interesting 3rd down right here, right? It's 3rd and medium-ish. And we're going to see what they're going to come up with. Like typically in some of these situations, right? I would think Garrison Blue is the guy, but who knows? It might throw to Montana.
3 of 4 on 3rd down. Make that another 3rd down completion as Kendra Wells gets another big catch. She had a big 3rd down conversion earlier on. Gets another one here. All the way down into Houston territory. Crowd loves it.
Look, and we see these big plays come out of nowhere. It's been a lot of big plays in this second half right here. And they're just, it's getting exciting right here. But, man, that's got to be somewhat kind of, I don't say demoralizing, but like, oh, man, Houston had him in a 3rd down, a 3rd and manageable. And Kendra just beat the defender, and Fennick threw just a great ball right in the right spot for her to catch it in stride.
1st down and 10. About 4 yards outside the red zone. Look at Jones go again. Running hard on this drive. Gets the 1st down in the red zone.
I think I might be able to walk through that line if I got 5 stud offensive linemen like they have. Look at the blocking right here, right? And then, and then the fullback and range Storm is getting to the 2nd level and helping out as well. I mean, when you're able to get that untouched, right, until you reach about 8 or 9 yards, I mean, you can't help but be successful as a running back.
133 yards on the ground now for Jones, as his impressive day continues. 1st down from the 12. Fennick throws, end zone nearly picked off. Brady Clark jumping up in front of it, can't pull it down. 2nd down and 10.
Oh, Ace Fennick was going deep when he took looked like a 15-step drop on that play, and he was looking nothing but to Montana, and Brady Clark just let the ball slip through his hands. That would have been a very, very big turn of events for Houston to be able to shut down that drive. They could have pulled it down, but Brady Clark couldn't.
Rain Storm shifts into a tight end spot. Fennick rolls right, throws, end zone, incomplete. Looked like Kendra just couldn't get herself turned around in time, Jared.
I think she just dropped it. In a play, maybe when the defender kind of undercut her right there, kind of threw her off a little bit. That bounced off her shoulder or elbow. Well, it's a big 3rd down right here.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10.
I think it's a bigger 3rd down for Houston than what it is for Alamo City right here. Look, Houston has done great on offense, right? Whenever they needed the points, they went down and get it. But if they can stop and force a field goal here, I mean, they have an opportunity to go down and take the lead. Or even force a turnover would be really, really excellent for them.
3rd down and 10. From the 12-yard line, Fennick looks, throws, over the middle, complete.
Wow.
1st down and goal. Squeezed it right in there. Ziggy Roenick getting his 2nd catch of the ball game, and Gerald, it was a big one.
I'm not sure how that ball reached Ziggy Roenick because he actually had defenders like all over the place right there, right? You had Josh Rowe right there, who was actually leading in interceptions for the Houston defense with 4 on the season, and he just doesn't miss opportunities like that. I just don't think he saw it.
2 tight ends on the line down at the bottom, offset eye Hands off to Brad Jones. Stuffed.
Wow.
Second down and goal.
Jason Peace threw his whole body. He started out with his shoulder, then rolled around to the back and said, every part of my body's going to keep this man from getting in the end zone, and he was successful on that first down play.
Go right back to the same look. Ball on the goal line practically. Like, it looks like a touchdown already.
Yeah, you
hands
already
it off
know.
to Jones into the end zone. Touchdown. Alamo City extends their lead again.
Yeah, and for Houston, it's got to be somewhat of a letdown, right? You know, you had him in a third, a third down chance to stop him, you couldn't do it. Had a chance at a pick, you couldn't do it. You know, but Alamo City, I mean, this is why they are 8-1 on the season right now, right? Because they are actually able to execute when they can, score points when they get down in the red zone, and not just score points, score touchdowns. You know what I mean? So they're able to put up some points and actually get themselves in a situation that they've been in, right? It's not an accident you're 8-1.
Oh, absolutely. Extra point is up and good. 34-24. If you're a gambling man or woman and you picked the over, congratulations. We've hit it. If you picked the under, I'm sorry, but gambling has its risks.
Well, I can tell you about gambling. Just don't gamble on my squad.
No.
Because we were like a gazillion point favorite, apparently, and then we just got
Yeah.
demolished.
Listen, I picked the over on your completion percentage, and it was set at 30, and I lost.
Yeah, man, that hurts.
Too soon?
That hurts, man. That hurts.
Sorry.
It hurts.
I hit you right in the feels on that one.
Yeah, you did. Hit me low. It's a low blow.
That was
A low blow if it is a low blow.
not nice at all. Dave Burr, 18-21, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns. How that can't equate to a perfect quarterback rating, I don't know. But it doesn't. Still 144.4, not too bad.
Whoever created that formula, I don't know. I don't know how a perfect one isn't just 100. Why can't it be on a 100 scale?
Yeah, it annoys Jeffrey
Whoa.
too. Oh, the doctor. His first drop of
It's
the
not
ball
third
game.
down.
No,
It's-
exactly.
It's not third down.
Yeah.
It's not third down.
They went to him on
He was-
first down, and
He wasn't ready.
it's just not his thing.
He just wasn't ready.
Second down and 10 for Houston. 2-score ball game again. Sending Wells in motion up to the top. Burr has time, throws over the middle,
great
this time to
pass.
Mike St. Green. A first down up at the 40-yard line.
And you can see Dave Burr's feeling really comfortable, right? Like he was in the pocket. He wasn't in any kind of duress, but he just rolled himself out to get himself a little bit more space to see down the field a little bit more. And he knew Mike St. Green had that crossing route deep in the field right there, and he's able to hit him.
Updated look at the stats from Burr. 3 receivers, a tight end, and a running back in the set now for Houston. Burr over the middle. This time, Sim gets the first down catch across the middle, crossing into Alamo City territory. Week 11 of Season 21 continues tomorrow as Mexico City and Los Angeles try to stay hot, and Florida tries to snap a rare late-season losing streak. For the rest of this weekend's schedule and a look at next week's, visit our website at simulationfl.net. Sim with over 100 yards now on the day.
Yeah, the doctor said I can make first down calls too. Watch this.
Slap, another top performer on the Houston offense this evening. He gains 5 on that carry, second down.
They found something that is working for them in the Houston offense after they had that lull after their first touchdown, right, where they just wasn't doing much a whole lot on offense, but they seem like they've actually found their stride.
Pitch to Slap up
Whoa,
top.
the blocking.
Blocking helps get Slap another first down, keeping the drive alive.
Look, and that's good for the young rookie right there, because typically the rookies coming in the league, right, they just want to kind of get out on the edge and do their own thing, but he's patient enough to let his block set up and kind of run right off of him.
27th pick in this past offseason's draft, gets another pitch there, breaks one tackle, can't break the second. Brought down after another gain of 5. Second down.
That was a 5-yard gain. It didn't quite look like it. But he's averaging almost 5 yards a carry. Look at him. And he's it's gonna sound weird, but he's doing it the dirty way, right? He's just having to, navigate through the offensive line, navigate through his blocks. He's not giving these big, chunk plays or nothing like that in the run game, but he's actually doing it.
Longest run of the day, 18 yards.
Oh, look at this.
Gets another 5, 10. Steps out of bounds, yeah.
And that just probably put him over 100 for the day, just being able to get that in there and actually, and the way he's able to navigate through his blocks, right? He's actually just doing so good right here, hurdling a man, run it, and then getting himself there. Oh man,
so close.
What a
97 yards.
Yeah, what a drive Houston is having to answer again.
First down right at the edge of the red zone.
You can see Alamo City's not putting anybody in the box right here.
Burr checks it down to Slap. Slap makes a couple of defenders miss. He'll gain 7 as the final seconds of the third quarter wane away.
Yeah, Mike, if you remember, like on a previous play right there, they come out in that same formation. Alamo City put 8 men in the box, and that's when Josh Slap took that pass of 43 yards and almost took it. So, I mean, he's got, 97 rushing and 90 receiving.
Yeah.
Huge part of the offense today.
That one's going to go for a loss of 1 as Rain Rie gets the TFL. Third down and 4 coming up on the other side of a very short break as 3 quarters are in the books. 10 minutes remains here from San Antonio, Texas, home of the Alamo. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. On YouTube, I'm Mike Dykes. He's Gerald Smith. That was Chris Curtis.
You got to let that man read the rights.
I know, but I digress. I did not. Slap back out on the field. Tackled right at the line to gain 4th down.
Yeah, that's not the third down result that Houston wanted right there, but they have an opportunity right here with Sonny J, right? Still to close it to 1 score.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And there it is.
Field goals up and through. Cuts it back down to a 7-point game. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect track for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Kick taken down for a touchback, and we'll head back to Cameron Irvine and SFL Studios, another game break.
Thank you, Mike. Baltimore in the third quarter against Queen City, making a comeback. Jack Wigmore to Ivory Irvin, and he just steals it from Ted Haynes. Puts that left paw out there for the score. 21-17. Good one in the third. Back to you in San Antonio.
Thank you, Cam. First down from the 20, right back to the hot hand, Brad Jones, as he breaks a couple of tackles for a nice gain of about 14 yards. Piling on to his monster day.
Yeah, and I don't think I can express enough. Look at the block. Like the offensive line held their blocks, opened up the hole, and then you had Rainstorm leading the way and actually knocking a man out of the way for Brad Jones once again to get to that third level and just get. I mean, it's like he had 10 yards before he even got touched.
Split backs in the backfield now for Alamo City. Brad Jones just sneaks right through for another nice gain. 6 on that one.
Yeah.
Second down and 4.
Yeah, and they're just and I think it might be a lot of the Brad Jones show. From here on out, especially the formations like they're coming out in right here, right? And And why not, right? When you need to run some clock and get behind all those stud offensive linemen you got out there and just make it happen.
Still averaging about 9 yards per carry, only able to gain 2 that time. I really hope that Alamo City adds all of Greg Soto's shirts to the store. Game-worn shirts, preferably, but even replicas.
That's high dollar. He can auction that off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Charity thing.
Yeah, why not? Greg Soto, man, he's got different hats too. It's not only the shirts, it's the hats.
It's a well-dressed coach.
Look at this.
Oh,
This
Jones
is
bottled up in the backfield, and Houston's defense finally gets a stop. Alamo City's punter is going to have to start stretching his legs and get out there. Danny Dimes, his first punt of the ball game here in quarter number 4.
That's huge for Houston right there.
Oh, yeah, and it's the only way you're going to get back into it. They had to get a stop, and finally comes with 7:45 to go here in the 4th. Now available, free to download. You can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K 23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at goretroid.com. Search SFL and download our mod at simulationfl.net/4K23. Retroid is the official console of the SFL. Mike St. Green up top for Houston. See if they can get this one tied back up. Burr to throw. Oh, pressure right all over him. Robert thumps him for a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, he comes in with the sack right there, and it looked like Dave Burr, I don't know what he was looking. He had a receiver running like right across, but I don't know if he was looking or if he just saw. I don't know, maybe it was a deer in the headlights moment. Saw a big Robert Thump coming at him, and he just didn't know what to do, so he just didn't do nothing at all.
He just waited. He's like, well, this one's going to hurt. 10th career sack for Robert Thump, his 4th on the season. A sack burger, as Joseph Guy Clausen calls it. Burr over the middle. DR Sim for first down yardage.
First down.
Falls across the line
He's
again.
had nothing but big catches all game long. And when Dave Burr's thrown to him, he's only missed one pass that's
only
been
one.
targeted.
Yep, only one. It was a well-defended pass. Everything else hauled in by DR Sim. 7 receptions for 122 yards.
And look at Rain Rie.
It pains you to say his name correctly. 10 tackles on the day.
Yeah. 13 total. It's crazy.
4-yard gain
And
by Slap.
And he just added another one to the list.
Josh Slap just hitting the 100-yard mark.
I'm going to be interested to see how the closer Houston gets, right, as they start driving down, like, is their offense going to change? Are they going to try and run more? Are they going to try and keep doing things like trying to get it to DR Sim in important situations?
Slap tries to carry that one for the first. He'll gain 5.
The Alamo City defense, the way they're able to kind of converge on their running back on these runs right there, right? It's just nothing but blue jerseys around him whenever he gets there. I mean, I guess they're not number 3 in rushing defense for nothing.
Slap getting the first down easily that time. Gets knocked back. 5.5 to go here in the game.
Here you are. They're in Alamo City territory right here, and Alamo City stacking a lot in the box right here. Wouldn't be surprised if it's another just dump off or screen route to Josh Slap right here.
Putting Bovine in motion up top. Trips down to the bottom. Pitch that one down to Slap. Blocking.
Albert Begin.
Yeah, blocking kind of broke apart there.
Albert Begin watched that develop, waited on the pitch, and was able to get past the wide receiver that was blocking him to get a hit on Josh Slap to slow him down for his teammates to come in and be able to clean it up and to keep it to a minimal gain.
Offset eye in the backfield for Houston. Inside the 5-minute mark. Slap takes another pitch, breaks the first tackle, cannot break the second because Rain Rie has been making tackles all night long.
Yep, and when it comes off the heels, too, of Rob Forker slowing him down, right? And Rain Rie is just as they say, Johnny on the spot right there to be able to come and do it, to be able to clean it up. And now it's a huge third down. And they've been, ever since they got past the 50 saying, oh, here we go, a pass.
Burr throws. Whoa. Just still bouncing around and falls harmlessly to the turf. On 4th down and 3. That was nearly picked off, but that's going to bring this drive to a close. Outside of field goal range, I don't think they're going to go for it here. I wouldn't.
That was dangerous right there. That was a dangerous pass, and they are going for it right here.
Offense on the field. See what they do.
I mean, are they going to line up and try and draw them off? Are they going to run a play?
I think they're going to snap it. We'll see. Gutsy call. Will it pay off? Burr throws, and that one is complete. No, did he catch it?
Yeah.
Curtis.
No. I don't know. Did he drop it?
It was too quick. They dropped the pass. Let's see it on the replay.
So close. Let's see.
Oh yeah, okay.
He bobbled it, and it just fell on him, fell right next to him right there. God, what a hit.
Turnover on downs.
Yeah, what a hit by J-Mart right there.
So Alamo City takes over at their own 41-yard line, up by 7, 4:14 to go. All 3 timeouts for both squads.
I think it's going to be the Brad Jones show right here.
Yeah, I would say for sure. 157 yards, 19 rushing attempts. Make it 20.
Ooh.
Bottled up at the line still will gain 2. 2nd down and 8, and now as the clock hits inside the 4-minute mark, it starts to become an issue for Houston.
As long as Houston kind of keeps them from moving the ball, right? Just on the last play, Garrett Evans and Dedrick Law was able to come right in there and kind of fill that gap and been able to stop him down to only 2 yards. And when's the last time you see Brad Jones get a 2-yard gain this game?
Bo Martin Jr. calling for his squad to eat clock. Let it tick away. Jones with another carry. Another good defensive stop by Houston, and now 3rd down and 6. Do you give it back to Jones and hope for the best, or do you put it back into the hands of Ace Fennick, who's only missed 4 passes today?
With the way they're able to play defense and the way they have played defense, at least on these last few drives, I think you have to throw here, right? Because even if you don't get it, pick it up, I think, right, you're able to pin them back deep and everything else like this. So I'd look for, Your guy has been Montana and Garrison Blue, on out routes and across the middle of the field. So I'd throw.
Fennick's going to hand it off to Jones. Jones, can he get there? Standing forward, he got the first down. Keeps the drive alive. And Houston's going to have to start thinking about calling timeouts at some point, as otherwise Alamo City can get this all the way down to about a minute remaining. We'll see how they decide to proceed. I think Houston might wait until at least a 2-minute warning, and then they're going to have to start calling them.
Yeah, look, and I got to give it to head coach Greg Soto there, because I would not have guessed you would run to the weak side on a run like that. But the offensive line held up, and Brad Jones just carried Brady Clark across that first down line.
Sure did. He wasn't going to stop turning those legs till he got it. Just running to the outside now. Breaks some tackles. Steps out of bounds after a gain of 5. Thought he was running to the side just to try to kill some clock there. Turns it into a gain. Stops the clock though.
Yeah. It's not. It's. I won't say it's a huge mistake, right? If you'd have stayed in bounds, the clock would have went down to the 2-minute warning. And then that would have been a timeout there. But it's 2nd and 5. I mean, I think you like your odds here in 2 downs and being able to pick up that first down.
On 2nd down, Fennick will hand it off to Jones. Jones still churning along, gets another first down, and this will bring us all the way down to the 2-minute warning.
Another determined run by Brad Jones to be able to wheel his way to a first down.
2 minutes to go here in an exciting one-score ball game. Take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
I'm going to let you finish this time, Chris Curtis. 2 minutes to go. One score.
You got that sternly worded email in between the last time.
I'm going to get a FedEx package from the league with a fine. Return to sender. Jones up the middle, and Houston calls their first time out. Now they have to do it.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Look, and they can't, and they're going to start. Look, I mean, because you know what's coming, right? You're going to get a healthy dose of Brad Jones. I'd like to see Houston, right, to get themselves kind of closer to the line, bring some more guys into the box right there, right? But they're only holding with the, with the 7 they have with the DB sitting back. So, it's going to be interesting to see, what the actual defensive coordinator's got dialed up to be able to, stop Brad Jones.
6 plays in a row, all going to Jones. Make it 7 as he rolls forward, third down in inches. And it all comes down to this, Gerald. If Alamo City gets this first down, it's game over. Especially if that clock actually don't even matter. Doesn't matter if it's the clock. Alamo City gets the first down, it's done. If Houston gets the stop, they got one more shot at it, but Alamo City in field goal range, they could still turn this back into a 2-score game and make it even more difficult.
I mean, you got to send your linebackers just straight up and just clog every hole that's there.
Jones, first down, and that's the ball game. Houston's going to call their last timeout, but all Ace Fennick's going to have to do now, Gerald, is kneel it down just a little bit, and that will be it for this one. Alamo City will come away with the victory. Meanwhile, over in Baltimore, the Vultures doing vulture things. They were trailing at one point 17-7 against Queen City. They have scored 21 unanswered points. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Monday night, join Cameron Irvine and Stephen Hacker as they break down all the action from this weekend on This Week in the SFL, 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time, before the Jacksonville Kings put their season on the line against the DC Dragons. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. right here on SFL YouTube. A couple more kneel downs, Gerald. Your final thoughts on this one?
Well, Alamo City is just still on a collision course, right, with the last game of the season being, potentially for the division title. If they go in, if they actually win next week against, they're on the bye next week, but if they win in week 13 against Sioux Falls, they look like they're going to be just right on a collision course with Fort Worth, the undefeated Fort Worth Toros, who can very well be undefeated as well when they reach there, and for the division title for the, SFL South. Now, Houston, they're not out of it yet either.
No, they're not.
Right? So they, next week they actually travel to Vancouver to play the struggling Vancouver Legion, right? Who actually lost, I think, 2 in a row now. So, and then after that, they played, Tulsa, who was another team, was sitting at, 3-5 right now. And then to round out the season, they play your Mexico City Aztecs, who haven't had a whole lot of success this season either. So,
we're winning out. We're winning out.
I'm not betting on that. So Houston is going to have every chance to do, but the only downside is they're getting themselves in a situation where, with this 5th loss, they might fall in this area with a bunch of 7-5 teams, and depending on strength of victory in common games, some of those teams who finish 7-5 could potentially be on the outside looking in.
000 on the clock. That's it. Here from San Antonio, Texas. We'll take a final look at the stats and wrap this one up. Houston will fall to 4-5 on the season. Alamo City will improve to 9-1. Next up,
and both teams didn't do anything that was bad at all, right? 100% of red zone, doing all the stuff. There was no turnovers, very, very clean game. And both of them had over 400 yards of offense. So, I mean, at least the offense side, none of them have nothing to hang about. They actually did the best they could today.
Brad Jones, 185 yards on the day. Next up for Alamo City, they head into their second bye week. For Houston, on the road to Vancouver. Also now sits at 4-5, just like the Headhunters. More SFL action coming your way tomorrow night as well, as Week 11 is only really just still getting started. Final look at all of the team stats. A few more weeks left to go here in the SFL. Week 12 right around the corner. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube. Final score, Alamo City gets the win, 34-27. For Gerald Smith, Ron Haynes, Caleb Givas, Cameron Irvine, and Matt Wilson, who will always be with me in spirit, I'm Mike Dagg saying thank you for joining us. Be kind to one another. Always choose happy. Have a great night.